Hi, and welcome to Velvet Games. Today we're going to be doing a Cogent roleplay in the Wizarding universe created by me, Jason, your game master. Today we have two players, George.
Hello.
And Austin.
Hello.
Introduce us to your character a little bit there, George.
All right. So I'm going to be playing a Hispanic 25-year-old lanky Juan Rivera with some fun disabling characteristics. He has a phobia of blood. He is incapable of lying, and he's also a people pleaser. So we're going to have some interesting fun with this guy.
Okay. Very, I could see some definite roleplay coming in George's future.
Yes.
And Austin, introduce us to your character a little bit.
My character is Zuko Lee. He is 19. His race is he's Asian. His body type, I would say, is like a fighter. So Bruce Lee like. He just wants to take on the world. So.
Okay. Well, let's take on the world, guys. We're going to start by introducing Zuko's a little bit. What does Zuko have a job in your mind?
He's a valet driver.
Valet driver. All right, bet. Sounds like a Disney movie. Anyways, so Zuko gets done parking cars for the day, and as he's getting done with the valet, he gets into one of the last car for the night before he gets off schedule or off work. And in the passenger seat sits this what looks to be like a green Keebler elf wearing this leather jacket, and just looks straight into Zuko's eyes and goes, "Hey, man, what's going on?
You got any cookies?"
I ain't that kind of elf, bro. I need you to listen up, all right?" And as he's talking to you, you see him reach into his leather jacket, and he pulls out a scroll. Okay. He goes, "Listen, I need to deliver this to you. All right?
Okay.
I'm sure you already know this, but you got magical abilities."
Yeah, interesting.
They sent me here to give you the scroll. Follow the scroll. Do what it tells you to do. Do you got any questions for you before I leave?
No.
Man, you're taking this a lot well than the last guy. Thought I was an alien. I don't know. So you understand you're a magical being.
Okay.
All right. This scroll is going to take you to a magical school where you can learn and enhance your abilities as a magical being.
Okay.
Time here will not do anything. It will stop. And then you'll come back and re-enter the normal world just as a normal person. Okay. Nobody will know you even left this. Well, they'll know you left the car. You got to park the car. All right. Finish the job first. When you get done, as soon as possible, follow the scroll's instructions, or else you're going to have beasts coming at you.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And he just looks at you like wide-eyed. He's more surprised to see your reaction than you are to him right now.
So you really don't have any cookies, huh?
Man, I ain't got no cookies. I ain't that kind of elf. You see me, I ain't with snack, and then he just he waves his hand, and almost like a smoke appears inside the car a little bit, and he's gone, leaving the scroll in the passenger seat.
Okay, I pick it up.
You pick it up, and it starts to glow a little bit, and it unravels as soon as you touch it, and it reads an address for your local library and tells you to go there.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go. I'll head that way. I'll park the car and head that way.
Okay, good. I'm glad you parked the car.
Oh.
So you park the car, and you get off of work, you go straight to the library, and as you get to the door, the scroll starts to change even further, telling you second story, and in a Dewey Decimal System gives you a listing for a book.
Okay.
Okay.
I try to go inside.
You go inside, the door is unlocked. There's nobody inside the library. It's about 7:00 at night. There's nobody in there whatsoever.
Okay.
And as you go through the library, you go to the second story, you see this small little librarian lady just, "Oh, hi, dear." And she sees the scroll in your hand and just goes, "Oh, you're going to want to go this way," and points you to the direction where the Dewey Decimal Systems leads you.
Okay.
Okay. And she just kind of looks at you again. Kind of weird that you're so calm and you're not freaking out. You kind of get the sense that she's used to seeing people freak out. And she goes, quick question. You are here as a wizard, right?
If that's what you call it. I don't know. Some elf dude came up to me and gave me a scroll, but he didn't have any cookies. I was kind of sad.
She looks deeply into your eyes and just kind of like, you're taking this very well.
How should I be taking this?
Do you use any kind of relaxing medication?
No.
Huh. Okay. Well, usually people are a little bit more panicked, especially when I take it you had the elf with the bad attitude and he had a leather
Is that what
jacket.
you called it?
Well, he had a leather jacket on and he was very small, green.
Yeah, the cookie guy.
She just looks around. She goes, you know what, dear? The book you're looking for is going to be right over there, pointing you back to the direction she did originally.
Okay.
As you walk off, you go down the hall of books and you look over and you see on the shelf, magic book, magic tricks for beginners.
Okay. What does
And
the scroll say, though?
The scroll says to open the book.
Okay. So I do.
As you open the book, you kind of read through and it's just a normal book, nothing crazy. And shortly after, it starts to turn the pages itself. And now the pages are now flying out of the book, surrounding you into this bubble full of pages. And as the pages fade away, you're in this long hallway, what looks to be like a dorm room area,
Okay.
with rooms each left and right of you.
Okay.
And we'll pause right there for now. George, going over to Juan. Where does Juan work?
Due to the attributes, I'm just gonna say I'm a professional gamer.
Okay, you're a professional gamer. All right. And so as Juan is gaming, he hears at his door.
I'll yell at the door, "Who's there? Are you the pizza guy?"
No answer.
Screw it, I keep playing.
After a little bit, you hear
What?
no answer.
I guess I'll get off and go look through the little eye hole, see if there's somebody there.
You don't see anybody through the eye hole.
Awesome. I go back to the computer.
As soon as you sit down, you hear
What the crap? I open the door.
as you open the door, you see a small green little girl with pointy ears. Kind of looks like a normal 5-year-old girl, except pointy ears and green skinned, wearing this pink dress. And she just kind of looks up and goes, "Hi, sir. Are you a Juan Rivera?"
Yes. You have really cute cosplay.
This isn't a cosplay. Listen, I'm an elf, and I'm here to help you on your trip to Elementus. It's a wizarding academy. Would it be okay if I just explained everything?
Sure.
And as you see her kind of move, she kind of floats into the air a little bit, moving into your house.
Oh.
And she closes the door behind her with a gust of wind.
Okay.
She goes, that's kind of an example of what some people can do with magical powers. And she takes a scroll out of her back pocket and she opens it up a little bit and she goes, "You are Juan Rivera, 25 years old, phobia for blood."
Yeah.
Okay. And she's like, "That's very interesting. Anyways, yeah, it says here that you should be able to cast and use fire. Have you ever had something ignite or do anything like that without you thinking?"
No.
It's
Or at
very
least not that
strange.
I know of.
Well, usually they send me to people that haven't really experienced a whole lot of their powers yet, and we try and get it before the beasts get you.
The what?
Oh, well, mythical beasts have a sense for wizards, so we try and train wizards before the mythical beasts get to them.
Oh wow, you're actually serious.
Of course I'm serious.
Well, I mean, I just saw you float.
Right?
So, magic's real?
Yes, and I'm sorry to break it to you like this, but it's definitely real, and you are in danger.
Crap. I don't have any fighting skills, and obviously I highly doubt the police will help me, so what are you trying to tell me?
So if you
What
follow...
are you, by the way?
I'm an elf.
Okay.
If you follow the directions given on this scroll, it will take you to the Wizarding Academy Elementus.
Okay. I guess I'll take the scroll.
As you take the scroll, you see that she was looking at a list, and it almost had all of your medical information on it, and you're like a little picture with you on it and everything. And as she hands it to you, this scroll goes blank, and as soon as you touch the scroll lights up with a location with your closest library.
Okay. Well, I don't want the beasts to get me, so I'm going to just do as she asks.
Okay, and she goes, "Well, do you have any other questions for me while I'm here?"
A ton of them. I'll figure it out. You can go about whatever.
Are you sure? That's what I'm here for, to help.
Well, you said just to follow the scroll, right?
Yep, that will take you to the Elementus.
All right, then I'll just follow the scroll. I don't want any beasts to get me, so I'll follow the scroll and I can ask the questions at Elementus.
Yes, that's the academy, the Arcane Academy of America.
Okay.
The AAA, as we like to call it.
The AAA. Yes. Okay. I'll figure it out when I get there.
We used to go by EA, but that got taken.
Okay.
Copyright laws. Anyways.
Yay.
Well, I will let you along this journey by yourself then.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. And she pushes her air down, you see that she just kind of floats out and just vanishes into mist completely.
What the heck?
So what do you like to do now?
I'm gonna use the scroll.
Okay. As you open the scroll, you recognize it as your closest library.
Cool. I'm gonna go there.
Okay, you go there. It is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just about to close. You see the librarian walking to the library door as you get there, and she's about to lock it.
Okay. I get over there and I try to get in before she locks the door.
Do you have the scroll like visible? Like, is it in your hand?
Yeah, I have it in my hand.
She's like, "Oh," and she opens the door. She goes, "Well, hi, dearie. I take it you're here for Elementus?"
Yes.
Okay. Well, go ahead and the scroll will lead you from here. It should be the second floor, probably the third bookshelf on your left.
Okay.
It's where most of the wizards go.
Oh, okay. Wow, there's a bunch of... Okay, are you also a wizard?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And in the background, you could see some of the books moving on their own. You see some of the shelves being pushed and such, like being organized.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go where she told me to go.
You go up the stairs, you get to the third bookcase on the left, and you find the Magic Tricks for Beginners book.
I open it.
As you open it, same thing happens. The pages start to flutter faster than you can read them, and you're surrounded by a flood of pages, and you too are put into a hallway that looks like a dorm room. And you can see both ways. There's dorm rooms lined up with different people's names on them. And at the other end of the hallway, you see very decently fit, look kind of like Bruce Lee, Asian young man at the other end of the hallway. Not too far from you, I should say.
Hey there. Do you know what the crap is going on?
No idea.
Great.
No idea.
I guess I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, some little Keebler, the cookie elf guy showed up in my cart. And
well, it's a little elf girl for me.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah,
I'm here.
She didn't have any cookies though.
As you guys are talking, are you guys moving towards one another, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least I'm going towards him.
Yeah, I'm standing still.
You get closer to him, and as you are talking, you see more pages start to fill the dorm room, and more people start to appear. And all around you see people wearing these like very prestigious suits, and with little crests on each of their jackets and lapels and so on. Just very well dressed people spread throughout the rest of this hallway, just filling in as you guys are talking.
What's going on?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person.
Ask the people in front of us, who are you guys?
The person in front of you you see this blonde gentleman wearing this very nice silk jacket, and he turns to you and goes, "You do not know what is going on, sir?"
No, I just opened some book and it took me here.
Well, of course I did. That is what we are all doing here. This is Elementus, the Arcane Academy of America. Have you not? Are you from the modern world?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, so this is your first experience into magic.
I assume so, yes.
Other than the ones in my games.
Games? I've heard very many good things about that. My name is Jeffrey Wilkinson. It's a pleasure to meet you. He goes to shake your hand.
I shake it.
And he goes to shake your hand as well.
May I shake it?
And he goes, well, me and my brother, I guess we got our powers or are recognized for our powers at the same time. He's supposed to be here, but I don't see his name is Griffith Wilkinson. But he's a water user. Most of our family are water users. Spellcasting is usually hereditary. Do you have any? You don't have. I want to take it from you, the magic world. Maybe you don't have any. We all live inside the magical world, though, and where we develop potions and so on, and study magic, so that we can help expand. You know.
Question to you. So I know you're saying that this is a magic world.
Yes.
Is this like a completely different world, or is this like a hidden place on Earth?
Have you ever heard of dimensions?
Yes, inside of my video games.
Okay, this is perfect then. This is a different dimension. So inside this dimension exists magic and mythical beasts. Maybe you've seen them in your world. Some of them do get out. Have you heard stories like Hercules and Artemis and all these heroes in your world? Well, they're actually mages.
Really?
They use the elements that they can cast to enhance themselves physically or with actual powers, such as the Greek deities, as they call them. Really, that Apollo is just some light caster that got a big head. Anyways, I won't get into any of that. As a water caster, our family comes down through multiple generations, all the way back to the first wizard, who had all elements and trained his children. So the Wilkinson family has been a magic family for many millennia, really. Not tainting it with other elements or anything like that to make sure that we're all water casters. I believe you have a phrase in the modern world, pure blood, if you would.
Okay.
But here in the magical world, we take the time to go to Elementus and learn our magical abilities and enhance them. And so that way, when mythical beasts that inevitably escape this dimension into the modern world, we can then respond and defend them as such. You also have people that are set up throughout the modern world, like, I believe you call them librarians.
Oh, wait, so most librarians, if not all, are magicians or mages or wizards?
To a degree. Most of them hold magical knowledge at the minimum, but there is a good amount of them that can use magical abilities. As well as some, I believe there are firefighters.
Yeah.
Some of them have the ability to extinguish the flames very quickly. Some of them are water users, some of them are fire users.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes, the modern world and magical world meld very well together. So we try and place wizards in key locations to help normals.
Huh. Okay. And or at least I'm assuming we're here to learn.
We're all first years. Yes. We are introduced into the academy all at the same time when we turn about 20 or so. That way our brains are usually developed to a degree that we can understand that the world as we know it is not the same. You know, all those conspiracy theorists. We don't want to invite a 13-year-old here and have him get hunted down by a basilisk.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Basilisk.
Yes, those are. Do you know what a basilisk is? It is a large snake.
I believe I do.
Yes. You'll learn all about it in Monster Manual class.
Great.
Monster me.
Yes.
Okay.
The 3 courses, there's 4 courses that we take here, and it is the attack class, the defense class, the conjure class, and the monster manual class. This is all to help you survive in the modern world if you so choose to return to it. You can stay in the magical world and continue to develop your magic as you'd like. But I'm sure the RAs will explain everything to you like that.
RA?
Resident advisors. As part of the campus, you stay here for 4 years and enhance your magical abilities.
So this is almost like a college.
Yes, it's very much so.
Okay.
Yes, and I believe in the modern world you have different academies and so on. Imagine this as a private academy.
Okay.
Well, I think we should be getting started. And as you guys were talking, the whole hallway is now changed to an auditorium. And you see stone moving and just rotating, and you see this large stage, and you see this man wearing this like thin gray suit steps up, and he kind of looks a little sickly. And he just coughs. Students, first year specifically, please make a line to the left of the stage so we can begin the sorting.
I'd like to go to the right of this. I'm just kidding. I follow everybody else.
Yeah. You see everybody kind of moving towards you. Do the same.
Yeah, I follow.
So as you follow, you see him walking in. You see him what looks to be this kind of wand, waving it over everybody's arm, and he goes, "Okay, begin to produce." Every time somebody comes up there, he says the same thing. And you see people shoot out their hands and extend their arm and all 5 fingers, and you see them kind of spurt out either water or a little bit of dirt. Some of them have released a huge fireball, and then you see Jeffrey, the guy that was right in front of you, and you see him step up and release this huge burst of water like a fire hose.
Okay.
And you see the teacher kind of shake his head and go, a Wilkinson. Well, you know where you're going. And then he points to you, Juan, to step up.
Okay.
And he goes, okay, hold out your arm.
I do so.
And he puts like a large stick right over your forearm. He goes, okay, do you know how to produce magical ability?
Nope.
Gotcha. It looks like you were in the modern world.
Yes.
You can visibly look around and see that you are dressed completely different than everybody else there.
I don't care.
He goes, okay, well, what you're going to need to do is focus on the palm of your hand and try and make magic. And just try and focus your energy of your body towards the palm of your hand.
Okay. I attempt to do what he asks of me.
So what is it that you want to do with your magical ability? Like, what do you want to try and make happen here?
I just want to get like a little bit of flame out, because I was told that I do flame magic or fire magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to attempt to get as much flame out as I can.
As much as you can. Okay.
Yeah, like a flamethrower if possible.
So that's going to be
just not towards him.
Yeah. He's in a safe position.
Yeah.
So you're going to make an attack roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 3 plus. Yeah, you know what to roll.
Yes, sir. Wow, critical success. That's 4.
So as you extend your hand, and the reason I didn't give you a challenge level for this specifically is you can, as long as you didn't fail at all, critically fail, you would have produced something. But
yeah, it's just dependent on what I rolled.
As a critical success, you extend your hand and your whole arm starts to ignite into flames, and almost like traveling down a barrel of a gun, the flames come extending from your palm, shooting out, and release this huge fireball, and it's just following your hand continuously. This huge flame is shooting out. To give you a good a dimension here, imagine a boulder.
Yeah.
Covered in flames, and you're just shooting multiple boulders out of your hand.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my.
And everybody in the stage is freaking out, yelling, running. And you just see him go, very well, and just extend his right hand and swat away all the flames. And you see a gust of wind shoot through all the flames and start to circle it up and just create this little vortex sucking in all the flames. He goes, well, you're a strong one.
Thank you?
Yep, you'll be in Pyrus for sure. That's a flame user if I've ever seen one. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Just go ahead and follow off the stage right, and there will be an exit to the end of the auditorium. You'll go to Pyrus, and you'll meet with your resident advisor.
Okay. I follow his directions.
And he looks at you, Zuko, and says, next.
Okay.
And as you get up there, he goes, I see you're also from the modern world.
Yeah.
Well, just as I'm not sure if you heard my instructions, but you'll extend your hand and extend all 5 fingers. I'll put the wand over your forearm, and you'll just try and channel the energy to your palm.
Okay.
All right. And what do you want to make happen?
Something. Just something to come out, whatever it is.
Okay.
Because I don't know what it is, so.
So anything, you don't care, like any little like bit of, like you don't have any specific thing that you want to see happen.
I mean, shoot, if I can make it bigger than the guy before me.
Okay. All right. Then it's going to be an attack roll, just the same. So you roll 5d6.
Okay.
And we'll see what we got. So 1 success. As you try and channel the energy, you could feel like your blood almost hardening a little bit.
Okay.
And then at the end of your palm, you see this small little stone appear. And it just shoots off. And you just kind of... And quick in a hurry, you see it shoot from the palm of your hand into the end of the stage, into the wall. And it just this little thing made a pretty big impact. But he's like, very good. Okay, you're going to be in Terran. Actually, I know your resident advisor very well. I think he'll do very well with you. And he says, go ahead and follow the stage and follow the way to Terran. As both of you exit the auditorium, you see like 4 banners appear with the plain as day words of Pyrus, Aquian, Terran, and Ventus. And you see all of them right there and just lined up perfectly. So that way you know exactly where to go. And so yeah, you guys go there and you see a bunch of students piled up. And in front of each of them, you see a resident advisor. He's kind of just normal college student wearing kind of sweatpants, a hoodie. We'll start with Juan. He's wearing a sweatpants and a hoodie, kind of laid back. He has blonde hair. He almost looks like he's wearing karate pants because he has a karate belt on.
Okay.
And he looks over and he goes, well, hi, everybody. I'm Ken Akamichi. And it's nice to meet you. And he goes to everybody. He goes, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And he gets to you. Oh, nice to meet you. You must be from the modern world.
I am. I'd shake his hand as well.
Well, it's super awesome to have you here. If you have any questions, let me know.
I'll get back to you because I think I have too many questions right now.
I know it's a lot to take in, but yeah. I'm always here for you. And he goes on to the next person. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. And then we'll go over to Zuko. In the Terran house, you have this kind of lanky teenager. He kind of looks like he hasn't slept in a couple days. Pretty long hair, and wearing this tie-dye shirt. And he just kind of looks at everybody, and goes, "Okay, sorry guys. Hey guys, I'm Zach. I'm Zach Punder. I'm the Terran resident advisor. Let me see. Oh, you over there. Yeah, what's your name?" And he points towards you.
Zuko.
Pretty sure I've seen a TV show with that name. All right. Well, it's cool to see you, man. I'm Zach. Do you have any questions I can answer for you?
No, I have a lot at the moment. I'll just keep to myself for now until I figure everything out.
You sure, dude? Like I that's why I'm here, to answer questions.
No, I think I'm good right now.
All right. Well, and he looks back out to the crowd. He's like, if anybody has any questions for me, like, just let me know. I'm here in the Terran rooms. So, I mean, you could just come by. This is my room right here. And he points to a room that has Zach Punder and big words and RA underneath it. So you could clearly see his dorm. And as he's like, okay, guys, well, your dorm, both of you guys are directed by your RAs that you have your own room, and you can decorate it as you see fit. So you can make it just like home, or you can make it something brand new. It's up to you. And you guys go into your respective rooms, and yeah, how would you guys like to decorate your rooms?
I'd like to burn everything. Just kidding. I don't know. I guess similar to how I was in the normal world.
Okay, yeah. And
So,
as you walk in, you see Dolly the elf, the same elf that gave you the scroll. And she goes, "How can I help you decorate your room?"
oh, hello again. I'm sorry for all the confusion earlier.
I'm used to it. That's okay.
Well, I guess to decorate my room, I would like it to make it similar to my room before. If I can get the computer and stuff back in there too, that would be awesome.
Sure thing. Do you want your computer from home?
Yes.
Okay. And you see her like wave her hands together for a little bit, and you see pages start to appear, just like the pages from your books that took you here. And you see your exact setup from your room, where you have your bed, you have your desktop set up right across from your bed. It is a smaller room, so it's not exactly the same, but you have the bed, you have the PC, you have a little gaming chair from home. All of it comes together and puts you right back in, like you're almost back in your home room.
Nice.
She goes, "Anything else you want me to add?"
No, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, well, have a good one. And you see her just gone. And then over in your room, Zuko, he's sitting against the pillar with his leather jacket and goes, "Hey, man, let's get this done quick. How you want this to look?"
Cookies.
If we could make my room look like a dojo.
I respect it, man. I respect it. And you just see him like, and as like wind starts to flail through the room, you see little like wood start to stack and make a wooden floor, and wooden panels start to, and almost like it looks exactly like a dojo. He's like, "You want a bed in here?"
Yeah.
That's pretty essential, right? And just bed appears. Anything else?
No, I think you're good.
That's it? Not here. Let me, and he puts a desk in there as well.
Okay.
So you have a desk to use for studying or whatever you'd like. And that's all we have for the room building. And that will be your first day at Elementus. The resident advisors tell you whenever you're done, just go to sleep for the night, and that they'll start classes first thing in the morning.
I don't go to sleep or practice my karate.
Okay, you practice your karate?
Uh-huh.
Okay, how do you practice it? How late do you practice it?
Until I feel like I've practiced enough.
Okay.
5 minutes later.
No, I'll probably till exhaustion, probably.
Okay. Go ahead and add 1 point into your grip. You are slowly getting a kung fu grip after all the practice.
Do I get a plus to my sleight of hand due to gaming?
No.
Oh. I go to sleep.
All right. All right. You guys wake up in the morning, and you both are end up getting put together in the same class grouping. You notice that there's a lot of students that like get put into different class groupings and have different schedules of which classes they go to. And at the edge of the schedule, it says light and darkness users, their own schedule. So they get to make their own. But you've only heard of one darkness user in the whole school. And so, yeah, you guys go to your first class, which is conjuring.
Great.
So you guys sit down, and as you guys sit down into these little desks and everything that go along with it,
Am I sitting next to Juanita?
Juan?
My name is Juan.
Okay.
Juanita.
Do you guys want to sit next to each other or not?
Yeah, we're besties.
Not anymore.
We're besties.
Yes.
You guys sit next to each other, and as you guys are, there's 2 people to each desk.
Normies gotta stick together.
You see a stage appear from the front of the classroom. The walls all drop down, and just this giant earth platform appears. And you see this kind of rugged lady step up, and very muscular, very like tough and gruff and just steps up and goes, "All right, let's get this started." As she raises 2 earth golems from the ground, he goes, "All right, we're gonna go table by table." And she starts with the first one, and let's see where you guys are at. There's 20 tables in the room. You guys are number 7. So you see 6 pairs of people go and conjure it. She wants you to conjure items to defend and attack the golem. So whether you conjure a shield or a sword or whatever it may be, she wants you to summon them and be able to hold those summons as you are in battle. Okay? So after seeing 6 people go through that, you guys both stand up and you guys walk onto the platform. She summons 2 new earth golems and goes, "All right, begin." And the 2 earth golems quickly try and close the gap and go to launch an attack. What do you guys try and conjure?
Large shield.
Okay, out of flames. And what do you
Yep.
try and conjure?
Shield out of, I guess, rock.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your conjure rolls. See what happens.
That's a 1.
So you're able to summon a buckler-sized shield. So it's very, very small, but it's still in your hands. And you try and bring together all the rocks that you can, and with no successes, you just fail. You just completely can't get any rocks to stay together, and the earth golem comes down smashing into you. And he just brings his fist right down into you. The teacher like, "Hold up!" She stops and she goes, "Did you not understand the assignment?"
Yeah, I tried.
You tried. Well, I guess this is the first day, but try and be a little bit more like your partner here. And she goes, "Good job there. What's your name?"
Juan.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all go sit down now. You guys sit down. You see 13 other pairs of people walk up, and after everybody's gone up, she goes, "This is how you should defend against an earth golem." And she has the 2 earth golems come up, and she summons this large earth wall, and then they can't get past it. You see them trying to break down the wall, and you see her extend both her palms forward, and from that wall, 2 pillars of stone shoot out into just taking off the earth golem's heads, just scattering them everywhere. She goes, "And that's how you take care of earth golems. All right, now y'all learned. Get out of here." She just dismisses the class. And
As I'm leaving, can I try to conjure a larger shield?
Sure.
Just to try it.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I want a bigger shield. 1 success.
I guess I'll try the same thing.
Okay, you try and summon a shield.
2
Yeah.
successes?
You summon a large, kind of like a great shield aspect, but it is very, it's not very thick. You can see like the stone is kind of thin spread throughout it, but you do get it summoned.
Mm-hmm.
And as she looks over and sees you guys trying, she goes, "Hey, keep working at it. You'll get better. But try and keep the magic in the classrooms, unless you got to defend yourself against the beast out there."
Okay.
And
What's the beast?
How much time do we have till we go to the next classroom?
should be any second, and then you just hear all the people funneling outside of the classroom, just moving amongst the halls, just instantly going to the next class. And you know that your guys' next class is Monster Manual.
I cast Fireball. Just kidding.
No.
Wrong
What
game.
were you asking them?
I said, what's the beast?
Well, there's multiple beasts out there.
What is this one beast everyone's talking about?
It's any beast. There's manticore, there's giants, dragons, all of them.
But I was told that I would get chased by some beasts if I don't follow the...
Exactly. We don't know which ones hunt down the mages, but different regions, different countries. I've seen a dragon in North Dakota, and I've seen a giant in the China's wall. So could be anywhere, anything, anytime. Just that's why you need to defend yourself. But you guys keep working.
Are you saying I'm Chinese?
Did I say that? I said anything. It could be Australia. Those kangaroos. I don't trust them. Anyhow, y'all should get to class. Y'all gonna be late for Monster Manual. And, oof, that professor don't play no games.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, you guys run across and you meet with the rest of your group and you funnel into Monster Manual. And as you guys are standing there, 3 beasts appear from the wall, and let's see if you guys can recognize them. So go ahead and give me a general knowledge roll.
Okay. All 3 of them. 1.
2.
Okay. You're able to recognize 1. You're able to recognize 2. You recognize 1 as a ghoul, and you recognize 1 as a ghoul and a giant. And shortly after you guys are sitting down for a couple minutes, the same teacher from the conjuring class, they look exactly alike, step out. She goes, "All right, I know you just came from my sister and everything, but let's get to business. Anybody that can tell me all 3 of these creatures right now gets a free pass."
What does the third one look like? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you're not
I don't
able
know
to,
anything about it.
yeah, you're not able to recognize it whatsoever. Let's see. Let's give a perception check. Let's see how well you can see it, and maybe we'll go off that.
Bet. I have 7 for those. That's 6 successes.
A 1 success.
You see that it is a creature with 1 eye.
Oh, am I able to discern that it's a cyclops due to the video games that I play?
You can discern, but again, you're only able to recognize a ghoul, so you still wouldn't be able to recognize all 3.
Gotcha.
But if
Am I next to him?
Mhm.
I ask him, what do you see?
I see cyclops.
Oh, that's a cyclops?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the other 2 were as a ghoul and a giant.
Oh,
Maybe we both raise our hand at
sure.
the same time?
Yeah.
she sees you guys whispering and go, "Hey, what are y'all cheaters talking about over there? I said 1 person."
Go ahead. You knew more than me.
Is that a ghoul, a cyclops, and a giant?
"What's your name?"
Zuko.
Interesting. "What's your name there, cowboy?"
Juan.
"Juan, did you give him the answer to any of them creatures?"
Yes.
Do you deny him giving you any answers there, boy?
Nah.
All right.
I knew the other 2, I just couldn't tell what the last one was.
Well, you don't get the free pass, but you got my respect. Go ahead and on your notes page, put down, as you guys sit through class, she goes through the weaknesses of each creature. So you now know the weaknesses for a ghoul, a giant, and a cyclops. So if you ever engage in a battle with them, you can use that and easily identify the weakness against them.
Ghoul like Tokyo Ghoul?
Ghoul like a ghost.
Tokyo Ghoul's a good show, though.
This is a good show. Yeah, and then after that, you guys go to your attack class, and as you guys funnel out of the classroom, you guys go down a couple hallways, and around the corner, you guys get a good layout for the school traveling to your next class, and you see 4 different attack classes, and your classroom is funneled into one, and at the front of the classroom again stands this large, burly woman that looks very similar to your first 2 teachers, and she introduces the class as, "So I know y'all just came from my sister, and
Holy cow.
I know none of y'all went to the other class, but this ain't gonna be no fights. We're gonna show you how to use your attack magic the smart way, unlike them brutes in the other classrooms. Ain't no kids need to challenge me. Anyways, I'll keep your hand where you can have it, cowboy." So, and as you see her stomp onto the ground and raise her hands upward, and you see this large wall with a button appear onto it. Then you see a large ring appear in front of that. And she goes, "You're going to stand over here on one end, and you're going to point your magic, whatever it may be, earth, wind, fire, water, whatever it can be, and shoot it through that ring into that button. If you don't hit that button directly, well, here's what happens." And she flings a rock to the side of the button, and you see a hole open up underneath that where you're supposed to be standing and shooting your magic towards. She goes, "So, unless y'all want to take a quick drop down to fail a grade for today, I suggest you channel your magic just right." So, Do either one of you want to volunteer to go first?
Yeah, I volunteer.
She asks for volunteers, and you raise your hand, and you shoot up to the stage. She goes, "All right, there, cowboy. What you're gonna do is give me a sleight of hand roll first.
Sleight of hand.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're going to give me an attack roll.
Okay. Sleight of hand. That's gonna be a 3.
Okay. So you do succeed. The CL is a 3.
Okay.
And now you'll give me an attack roll to hit the button to summon the flames to hit the button.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay. You see a small burst of fireball just spiral through the hole just right and go towards the button and just tap the button just right. And she goes, "All right there, cowboy. You keep up work like that and you won't be failing this class anytime soon. Any other volunteers?" Looking out to the crowd, does Zuko volunteer or?
Sure.
Okay. She tells you, "All right there, then stand up there. Let's see what you got."
Yep.
So again, give me a sleight of hand roll real quick. It is a challenge level of 3.
3.
Okay, yep. You're able to make it. Now, what do you want to happen with your Earth? Like, how do you want to form it to go through this little ring?
I'm gonna just shoot like an arrow.
An arrow?
Okay.
Okay. So you
like I flick it like an arrow, whatever I can do.
Okay, so you make this little stone arrow and
Mhm.
you flick it through the hole.
Mhm.
Okay, and then just give me an attack roll. Should be 5 dice.
Dang.
3.
Yeah. You form the arrow perfectly into your hand, and you just flick it, and the arrow has this nice little curve that it looks like it's almost about to miss the ring, and just shoots straight through the ring and hits the button dead on. He goes, "You do some archery or something there?"
I just like weapons.
All right. Well, good stuff. And you see the other 18 classmates step up and do that as well. And you see a bunch of them just kind of like fail and fall and fail and fall. And then she brings them back up and they're covered in mud. And a couple of them make it perfectly, just as you guys did. And she goes, "Well, that's it for today. Go ahead and add a point to each of your sleight of hands and a point to each of your attack rolls." And as you guys finish the class, you guys have all the students shuffle out and you hear, "All right, well, go on to your next class. I heard that defense teacher, she's something else."
She related to you?
Well, you just have to go and find out there.
All right.
As you make
Bet she's gonna be another one.
as you make your way to the defense class, and in front of the defense class is a small, little frail woman. Looks pretty old.
Watch, she's probably their mother.
And she goes, "Well, dearies, go ahead and take a seat. Today in defense class, you're going to learn how to navigate through a corridor. And I know you've been getting taught by my nieces today. And so
Called it.
so that way, this won't be a surprise to you too much. So who wants?" And as you see her fold her hands, and 2 pillars of earth shoot up and unfold into this hallway. She's like, "Okay, who wants to go through first?"
Me.
All right, go ahead and step through. Go ahead and give me a perception check, challenge level 2.
Cool. That is 2.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
You see a tripwire on that leads to the wall.
Okay. Do I see anything else other than this tripwire?
And right in front of you, no.
Okay. Cool. I would like to go and put I want to conjure a shield,
Okay.
and then I want to also conjure a sword to cut the tripwire. That's
Okay.
away from me.
You conjure the shield, so go ahead and roll conjuring.
Okay. So here's for conjure. That's 1.
It's a very small buckler again.
Okay.
And
And then
then-
conjure for the sword.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 3.
Yep. You summon a very bright white flame of sword that just sears right through the tripwire in one little slice. And as you do, spikes shoot through the wall in front of you and just clamp down, and you're nowhere near it.
Okay.
She goes, you gotta look with your eyes, but doesn't mean you have to clip every tripwire. But okay, dearie. Go ahead and move forward through the corridor.
Okay, I move forward. Still looking for more traps.
You're not able to recognize. We're gonna go off of one perception roll through this small corridor.
Okay. Cool. Is this conjuring at this point? If I were to go and put up like a wall of fire around me to protect me, or is that
actually be
defense?
Defense, yeah.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Here's my defense roll. That's 3.
Yeah, you're able to summon kind of this loose flame that kind of rotates you. That's almost like a wall, but it does have gaps.
Okay, I still have my shield.
Yep.
So,
you step forward and you feel your foot sink into a pressure plate, and this large hammer comes swinging through. Go ahead and just give me an athletics check real quick to
athletics?
see if you can dodge it.
Is it possible I can use acrobatics?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. As an assist or just acrobatics?
Just as acrobatics if you'd like to. The challenge level is a 3.
3. Boom.
Okay. Cool. And as you do that, you are able to you see the flames kind of move from that, and you're just able to kind of slow down the hammer enough for your whole body to move.
Okay.
And so yeah, and she was like, "Well, that's well done. Summon them flames. Go ahead, keep going."
Okay. I still have all the flames, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. I will continue onward.
Okay. And as you move forward, you see that there's a tile that looks different than all the rest of the tiles, but there's really nowhere else to step besides that one tile.
Okay. Can I conjure like a disc that I can potentially stand on and go over this tile?
If you conjure that, then you will no longer be able to hold the concentration
for the shield,
for your shield and flames.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt that, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna try to conjure something else.
Are you going to be moving on this disc?
I will be.
So
yes,
go ahead
and be floating.
Go ahead. This will actually be a defense roll because
defense
is gonna go in with movement stuff.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for defense on that.
Defense. That's 2.
Okay. You're able to summon like a 3-foot disc, kind of like a trash can lid, if you would.
Okay.
Enough for you to kind of stand on, but it's pretty hard balancing wise to move it around.
That's fine. You do that.
Okay. You stand on that, and she goes, That's a smart way of thinking. Ain't no tile to step on.
So, I'm then gonna float over the tile while balancing on this thing. You want me to make an acrobatics check?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Here we go. That is a 2.
Yeah, that's successful enough. Then you step over it, and as you get to the end of the corridor, 3 arrows come flying through, and she goes, "All right, defend."
Cool. I throw up a wall of fire to incinerate the arrows.
Okay, roll your
that are
defense
coming
roll.
at me. That's a 2.
You're able to incinerate 1, but the other 2 fly through the flames and strike you on both of your shoulders. And they're very blunted, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It doesn't really do any damage to you, but you do feel the sting of getting
a rubber bullet.
Okay.
And she goes, "Well, you did really well. Not everybody can defend against those arrows. Good try. Who's next?" She looks around, and you see a small girl. Her name, you kind of see like a name tag that she wrote herself. It says Olivia. And she steps forward and she's like, I'll go. And you see her kind of walk through. She kind of summons a little tornado around her and just starts to glide through the tunnel and not activating any of the tripwire or anything that you might have seen. But you notice that the traps are moving now. And at this point, her wind does hit tripwire near the end. And it does activate the spikes, but the wind itself is able to stop the spikes from hitting her. And she's able to get through the end of the tunnel, goes to dodge the last arrow, and let's see what she gets. You see her take a blast of wind from the right side and just smack all the arrows out of the air. And and so she looks around, some other students go, And she looks at you, Zuko, and goes, "Would you like to try?"
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and step up to the tunnel.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you see anything.
I'll pass.
Wow.
I passed all the way through.
So that's a critical success.
Wow.
You, clear as day, notice that there is a tile that is like faced in a different pattern than the others right in front of you.
Okay.
You also see a little bit of ways a pressure plate that is standing up, and then a little bit away from that you see the tripwire, and then to the side of you right now you clearly see 3 holes into the wall where the arrows have shot out before.
Okay. Do I know of the arrows that come down from the end?
Yeah, those are the 3 holes that you see on the side right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make my way through without touching any of the tripwires and pressure plates.
So how do you want to do it? Like, are you just carefully walking through?
Carefully walking through.
Okay, I'll let you choose between acrobatics and athletics to carefully walk through and not hit any of the traps.
Okay.
So what are you rolling?
I also have if I can conjure up a like an impenetrable like body shield.
Yeah, that'll work. So let's roll defense first.
Okay.
And since you know where all the traps are, just go regular defense roll for now.
2.
Okay. You see like a nice little like suit made of earth. It's thick, but not like thick enough to take every blow. And now go ahead and roll your acrobatics or athletics, but with advantage. So that means a 3, 4, 5, and a 6 will succeed.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. You're able to navigate through all 3 of the traps, and then the 3 arrows come shooting at you. Mm-hmm. And you see her quickly. You see the teacher kind of shoot out and be like, "Okay," and she, with one swipe of her hand, wipes away your earth armor, and she goes, "Defend!"
Okay.
So how do you want to try and defend against it?
Earth wall.
Earth wall? Okay. And you're going to go ahead and add an extra D6 to this because you've seen the other teacher do it earlier today. Mm-hmm. So you have a better understanding of how to do it yourself.
For defend?
Yep.
4?
Yep. You see all 4 arrows collide from the other side of the wall, and all the other students see the 4 arrows collide against the earth wall, and it just as it lowers down, you see Zuko standing there, just not even touched, not even a little bit. And you see some other people go through the same lesson, and she goes, "Well, you guys did very well, and especially those from the modern world. I'm very surprised." You're going to Zuko is going to add 1 point into his defense, and unfortunately, because you got hit by the arrows, you won't receive any points this time.
Okay.
So yeah, and that is the classes for today. She tells you that next is going to be your guys' cafeteria time. Get something to eat, relax for a little bit, and then it'll be free period till the end, till you guys want to go to sleep, and then we'll start classes up tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your day. And you pile into the hallway, and you see tons of students getting released, and good amount of ways you see a scuffle between 2 other students. And one of them you recognize as the darkness student. You've seen a little bit of him, but you never really conversated with him. And you see the 2 of them are like face to face, kind of like not really like an argument, but more of one is yelling at the other. And there is another student, a water student, that you could see from his pin and everything that he's wearing something specific to make him a water student. And unfortunately, the crowd is in between you, so you're not able to go towards them at all. But you're pretty much funneled to the cafeteria, and the lunch lady sits at the edge of the cafeteria as you guys kind of make your way up to her and says, "Well, what can I get you? What kind of food would you like?"
Modern people food?
Tacos.
Tacos? I can do tacos. You see her ignite her hand, and you see her like send a flame, like almost like a disc, like a serving tray, and it flies through the edge of the kitchen, and you see her pick up a meat, tortillas. The tortilla instantly cooks and folds with the flame. The meat is cooking onto this flame. You see cheese getting scattered onto it. You see all this other ingredients of a perfect taco, and it's sent right in front of you and then dropped onto a cafeteria tray.
Amazing.
And okay, well, anything else I can get you?
Can I get a poutine?
Yeah, I just might have to do a little. And she like turns around and looks at a cookbook real quick. Poutine. Oh, okay. And you see her turn around and the same thing with a disc, and it just flies through all the ingredients, putting it onto this larger disc at this point, and it just plops down. You see her onto the plate as poutine lands onto the lunch tray.
Oh, also, there's some like two guys that are like arguing. I pay attention.
Oh, they're probably just hangry. That's not my business.
Right.
Well, you guys enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you continue funneling through the lunch line. You see another kind of wizard standing behind the cafeteria line. Says, "Is there anything special you guys like to drink?"
Got any alcohol?
She looks at you and goes, "Are you 21?
Close enough.
No.
How old are you?"
19. I wink at her. I wink at him.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Just for you, this would be a contested roll.
I know.
Okay.
3?
Yeah, she also rolled a 3.
So then she wins.
Yeah,
Defender.
So she just kind of no.
I
no
might as well
alcohol
thought
for
I'd
you.
try.
Yeah, maybe in a couple years. I mean, time does work differently here, so maybe in a year or so we can rethink about giving you alcohol.
Okay.
But is there actually any drinks that you'd like?
Do you have any butter beer?
And she turns around and looks in a cookbook, and she's like flipping and flipping. She goes, "Do-do-do-do-do-do," and she's just like, butter. I don't see. Is that Is that like common in the modern world?
Yeah, if you go to this amusement park, yeah.
Amusement park. Oh, wait. And she like flips again, and you see her pull up this like tab, and she flips to it, and she goes, "Okay, no. Dole Whip, is that the same?"
No.
Okay.
Not the
And she's able to kind of find a butterbeer recipe that looks like it's like from Pinterest that you can kind of see. And she's like, "Okay." And you see her pull out this small little bag from her hip and just weaves water through it. And the water starts to change forms into this butterbeer-esque color.
water magic, huh?
And she channels it into a little mug for you and hands it to you and goes, yeah, water caster, that's what I am. And she's like, "Here, try this for me and tell me if it's spot on." Has your character had butterbeer before?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and just. Would this be a roll? No. You're able to tell it's pretty similar. It's just like a slight.
Okay.
And she looks at you and just, "Is there anything I can get you?"
Just Coca-Cola is fine.
"Oh, that's much easier."
Yes.
And you see her. We drink Coca-Cola all the time here in the magical world. And
I figured.
and then just like almost like a geyser from her bag just quickly fills a glass and says, "Here you go."
While she's doing that, can I potentially put my face underneath the geyser and just take all of them? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do
I
that.
was about to say, roll a swim check.
And then endurance for drowning.
First time I've ever used that roll. Okay, and you guys sit
I
down.
just take the Coca-Cola.
You guys sit down and eat, and the food tastes great. And as you guys are eating, across the cafeteria, you see the same water mage and darkness mage from earlier, but now the water mage has flipped the table that the darkness mage was sitting at, and they are engaged in this spell combat. And you see the water mage throwing waves towards the darkness mage, and
I flick 2 rocks at him from my hands, like right in the temple.
go ahead and make an attack check.
But not to injure, just to like, kind of like what you do to a dog, kind of like snap him out of it.
Okay.
An attack?
Yep, an attack check.
Oh my gosh.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see as you shoot the 2 pebbles, a wind user from somewhere just puts up this large bubble around them and looks over at you. You see this like tall, dark guy, and he just looks at you and goes, "Don't interfere in the fight, man. Let him handle it."
Cool.
And as you guys get closer, the crowd kind of pushes, and you see now a fire mage is also involved, and he's throwing a couple of fireballs that way. And at one point, you see the darkness mage fly into the shadows and gets right behind the water mage, holding a knife to the darkness mage, the water mage's throat. And the water mage summons a large wave, and he was basically like right on top of the fire mage. The fire mage extends his hands and burns the eyebrows of the water mage completely off. And at this point, the darkness mage and the water mage are pretty far away, and you see tentacles of shadow appear from the back of the darkness mage, shooting out and swarming the water mage and crushing each of his limbs and pulling him out of the air.
Gosh.
As he does this, you see from the other side of the cafeteria burst through a teacher that you've seen walking around the school, and as like a blade of wind comes crashing over him into this fight, severing each of the tentacles. And he comes out and just immediately yells at the darkness mage and fire mage. He's just like,
"Dean's office, immediately!"
and you see them, I kind of like put up this like, I was just defending myself, just talking to him like I didn't start this, and he just has none of it and sends them to the dean's office, and the 2 of them walk towards the dean's office. As he turns towards you, go ahead and each of you roll a perception check. It'll be with advantage too.
6.
4.
Okay, so both of you are able to recognize that as the teacher turns around, he has physical flames around his eyes, but he clearly used wind magic. And yeah, that's what you guys see.
Okay.
And as he kind of in a huff goes to leave, he passes by you. Is there anything you like to do?
You should. I tell them you should train your people properly, because I told them this was going to happen.
He looks at you and goes,
"They're not my people to train. Do I look like the dean here?"
and then just walks off. And as the fight and the whole crowd kind of dissipates, you see the wind user from your class, Olivia, step up to you and go, "Hi, never mind." And she just walks away, and you guys go back to eating your lunch. As you guys are eating your lunch, you hear people talking amongst near the table that you're at, talking about that there's a dungeon underneath the school that they're gonna go explore during the free period, and that they heard that there's some riddle to get in. They don't know, but they also heard that if you complete the dungeon, you get a gem that passes you in any class of your choice. So you can freely just choose, you and whatever people like take down there, you just can choose a class and completely succeed on it from now on. So you hear those rumors, and then as you guys finish your food and go up to, stand and leave as normal people would, then Olivia steps up to you again and goes, "Hi, I know we really don't know each other a whole lot, but me and my friend were looking to go into like the dungeon in our free period. Would you guys want to come with us?"
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And that is where we'll end this session for today. Thank you guys for listening, and hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more content like this or something similar, just leave a comment below. We'd love to get to it. And make sure you like and subscribe the video, and thank you for watching the Velvet Games. Have a good day.
We're coming at you live from Velvet Game Studios, here with Zach, who just won the Commando Championship. What do you gotta say, Zach?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna like, comment, and subscribe.
And then what?
And then I'm gonna go on the Discord, the Patreon, and myvelvetgames.com.
We have a website?
We have a website. And you know what else? I'll see you this summer at Summer Smash. You better be there, brother.
Thank you, sir.